Now, in this class, we'll be dealing with the solutions of Venn diagram. Now, the solution of the Venn diagram, is checking this, will be given the solutions of this Venn diagram. Mind you, these are the food items at the party. We have rice, we have yam, we have beans. Now, when we have yam, we have rice, we have beans. If they ask that what is the number of students, the set of students that went for the party were given this item, then if they ask that what is the number of students that ate rice at the party, the number of students that ate rice at the party, then trace the circle of the what? Of the rice. If you trace the circle of the rice, then you observe that you have your A, you have E, you have G, you have D, that fall to the what? To the rice. We have A plus E plus G plus D. This is the number of students that ate rice. They may ask you that what is the number of students that ate rice only. They only eat what? Rice. So, and that is what? E. This is on, and that's what? A rather. A. Now, that means this A only ate what? Rice. So that means you have what? A. And number 3. They may ask you that what is the number of students that ate yam. Now if you check the circle of the yam, and this is the circle of the yam. And that is B plus E plus G plus F. And they can ask you, now what is the number of students that ate yam only? Now if you check yam only, the only set of people that ate yam only is what? B. Number 5. The number of students that ate beans. They ate beans. If you check it very well, you get the circle of the beans. If you check the circle of the beans, you observe that this is the circle of the beans. Then we have it to be C plus D plus G plus F. This is the number of students that ate beans. And what is the number of students that ate beans only? So beans only, if you check, the only set of students that ate beans only is what? Is C. Now, we are done with each of the food items. Now, if they ask, now what is the number of students that ate rice and beans? Rice and beans. Now, this, you have to come to the circle and check where you have the rice. This is rice, and this is beans, where they intersect. And you observe that where they intersect is this. And that is D plus what? Plus G. G plus D. You should be mindful of only. They did not put only there. So what if they now ask that what's the number of students that ate rice and beans only? And beans only. Rice and beans only. And that is at the middle here, which is what? D. That ate rice and beans only. Number 10. We have the number 9. The numbers of students that ate rice and yam. Rice and yam. This is circle of the yam, rice. This is circle of the yam. Where they intersect is E and G. E and G. That's what they have in common. You have to check the circle of rice and yam. Number 10. What if they ask the number of students that ate rice and yam only? Rice and yam only. You observe that it is only this E that intersects only rice and what? And yam. You observe that G still ate what? Still ate beans. G ate all the 3 items. Number 11. We have the number of students that ate yam and what? And beans. We've done rice and beans. We've done rice and yam. So yam and beans. Now, the number of students that ate yam and beans, you check, this is the beans circle and this is the yam circle. So where they intersect is F plus G. And if they ask, number 12, number of students that ate yam and beans only. Yam and beans only. Yam and beans only. You have it to be what? F. Just only F. Number 13. We have the number of students that ate all the food items. All the food items. Or all the 3 food items that were given. And that is what? Is G that we have what? That we have here. So G here only eats rice, yam and what? And beans. If you check the structure very well. You have number 14. Now they can ask you that the number of students that didn't eat anything. The number of students that didn't eat anything. If you check very well, they did not belong to any of this circle. They are outside. But they are part of the universal set. This rectangle is universal set. Now, they are part of the, maybe they are a set of people that also go to the party, but they don't eat. They just come back like that. So they are also part of those that went for the party, but they don't eat. They don't participate in this. So they don't belong to the world, to the circle. So they are outside. So they will still be inside this rectangle, but they will not be inside the world, the circle. And those are what? H. Now they can ask you that what is the number of students? The number of students that ate at least 2 food items. At least 2 food items. Now they are saying the numbers of students that eat at least, that ate at least 2 food items, it means the lowest is what? Is 2. That shows that we still have those that ate up to 3, and they said the lowest is 2. That shows that at least 2 food items would be the combination of those that ate 2 food items and those that ate what? 3 food items. Those that ate 2 food items and those that ate what? 3 food items. Because they said at least 2 food items. That is, the lowest is what? Is 2 to the world, to the highest. And those that ate 2 food items, we have E, we have F, we have G, we have D. So those are the ones that ate what? 2 food items. So the 2 food items, you have E plus F plus what? Plus D. Plus those that ate the 3 food items, the only set of people that ate 3 food items is what? Is G. So this is the answer to those that ate at least 2 food items. And lastly, we have the numbers of students. They can say, what is the number of students that ate at most 2 food items. I tell you that what's the number of students that ate at most 2 food items. Now, at most 2 food items means the highest is 2. That means if they are saying the highest is 2, you are going to count the one that those that ate what? Below that 2 with the what? With the 2. That means we have this to be a single food item with what? With 2 food items. So this is what? At most 2 food items. Now, single food items, we have those that ate rice alone, that's A. Those that ate yam alone, that's B. Those that ate beans alone, that's C. With those that ate 2 food items, those that ate rice and yam alone, that's E. Those that ate rice and beans alone, that's D. Those that ate yam and beans alone, that's F. So this is the answer to at most 2 food items. We will also be observing a lot of questions under this Venn diagram. In the next episode, I'm going to teach you shortcuts for those of you that you'll be doing the CBT question. That is, you don't need to be passing through all this. You don't need to be passing through the Venn diagram method before you can answer the set theory question. So please and please, I'm going to show you the way to go about that. But before I go, let me just give you a question. Now see the question. The question says, in a class of 80 students, every student, that means if we are to solve this using the Venn diagram method, the number of the universal sets, those that are in the class, are 80. In a class of 80 students, every student study one of chemistry, geography, or both. If you hear this statement, it shows that we don't have anybody that did not participate. Everybody participates. That is, everybody are inside the circle. There's nobody that did not participate. Don't forget. So those that did not participate will be outside the circle. So here, we don't have anybody that did not participate. Now said, if 65 students study economics, so that means the number of those that study economics is 65, and 50 study geography. The number of students that study geography is what? Is 50. Now say, what is the number of students that study both economics and what? And geography. Both means intersection, where they are in common. Both means intersection. So that's why we have it to be economics intersection what? Geography. If you are using Venn diagram, you have it like this. So n of universal set is equals to 80. So we have to circle here. Now we have the number of those that study economics and the numbers of those that study what? Geography. So n of economics is 65 and n of geography is 50. Now, we are not given those that study both. So, and this is both, that study both, and that will be x. So that's what we are looking for. But we are given those that study economics. But we are not given economics only. Don't forget, this space is economics only. And this space is what? Geography only. So for me to know this space, I will have to remove this. You know, this is the total circle here. And we have to remove this side from the total circle of what? Of economics. So that's why this place will now be 65 minus x. And this space, for me to know this space, I will have to remove this little side from what? From the whole geography. And that's why this space will now be 50 minus x. Don't forget, we are not given those that what? That did not study, because the question says everybody participates. So that means we don't have what? We don't have the complement. We don't have those what? Outside the circle. So now we're going to use the rule that says the summation of everything inside this triangle, inside this rectangle, the summation of this, the value inside this rectangle must be equal to what? Universal set. Now let us sum everything together. The first one, 65 minus x plus 50 minus x, everything equals what? 80. Now if you check this very well, minus x here, we cancel plus x that is here. Minus x, we cancel plus x that is here. Now if you check very well, you have 65 plus 50 here. So if you have 65 plus 50, that should give us 115. That should give us 115. So minus x is equal to 80. If you have 115, if you bring 80 here, that's minus 80 is equal to what? X. So if you have 115 minus 80, that should give us what? That should give us 35. So 35 is equal to what? X. That shows that x is equal to what? 35. Now what is our x, everybody? X is the numbers of those that study both subjects. And if you are asked to find the numbers of students that study what? That study economics only, then since you've gotten x to be 35, you know that since our x is 35, this place will now be what? Will now be 65 minus x, which is 35. So 65 minus 35, 65 minus 35 here, this place will now be what? 30. That shows that the numbers of students that study what? Economics only will be what? 30. And this way will be 50 minus 35. And 50 minus 35 will be what? 15. And that shows that the numbers of students that study what? That study geography only will be equal to what? 15. Don't forget, the number of universal sets is equal to what? 80. If you sum these three together, it must be equal to what? 80. And that's the first question. Now, the second question says, in a survey of university students, we are not given the total number of the students, but with the Venn diagram, we can get it. 64 are taking mathematics course. That means the number of universal sets we are not given. But the number of those that takes mathematics, we are given. N of mathematics is 64. And we are given, they said 94 are taking chemistry. So those that take chemistry is 94. 58 are taking physics. So numbers of those that take physics is 58. And I said 28 are taking mathematics and physics. So the mathematics intersection physics is 28. And 26 are taking mathematics and chemistry. So the numbers of those that take mathematics and chemistry is 26. Now say 22 are taking chemistry and physics. Chemistry intersection physics is 22. Now say 14 are taking all the three. So that means the numbers of those that takes mathematics, intersection physics, intersection chemistry is what? Is 14. Total number of those that takes what? All the three. Now say find how many are taking one course only. One course only. Don't forget the word only. That shows that the numbers of those that take mathematics only, physics only, and chemistry only, then we now sum them together. That is the number of those that takes one course only. Even with the Venn diagram, I can use it to find the total number of students that are taking the words, the total number of students in the words in the class. So let us see. Now, using the Venn diagram method, don't forget we are not given the words. We are not given the universal sets. Now, because we are not given the universal sets, now let us see. We have the numbers of those that study mathematics to be 64, chemistry to be 94. We have physics to be what? To be 58. Now, we are given those that study all the three. And all the three, if you check this very well, it is 14. Now, all the three, that will be in the center, according to the analysis of the Venn diagram I gave it to you. The total number of those that study all the three is what? Is 14 in the middle. Now say, mathematics and physics. Mathematics is this, physics is this. So, the total circle of mathematics and physics, that shows that this circle, this is where physics and mathematics intersect. This circle must be equal to 28. Now, if this circle is equal to 28, and don't forget that this already taking 14 out of this circle that is equal to 28. That shows that if you want to know this space, it will not be 28 minus the side you've removed from here. That will not be 28 minus this 14. So that means this side remains what? 14. When I do the second one, or the remaining two, you are going to understand. Now, they said mathematics and chemistry. Mathematics and chemistry, they said is what? 26. This is the circle of mathematics where it intersects with chemistry. This is it. So that means this space is equal to 26. This space is equal to 26. They did not say mathematics and chemistry only. As when they said mathematics and chemistry only, then we are going to put the value here. But they don't say mathematics and chemistry only. They said mathematics and chemistry. So that means mathematics and chemistry is this. You can go back to check the analysis of the Venn diagram I gave you the other time. Then that means this place is 26. For me now to know this place, I will have to remove the one we have known from the total circle of this space to give me this side. So that will now be all this space, which is 26, minus this 14 here. So 26 minus 14 will be equal to what? 12. Then come to this. Then if you come to this, you are going to have this space, they said chemistry and physics. If you check this space, chemistry and physics is what? Is 22. So from here, this space and this space, this is where the chemistry and what? And the physics intersect. So this side is equal to what? 22. And for me to know this space, that will be 22 minus 14. That's equal to what? 8. Now from here, I will now need to know each of those that study what? That study the course one after the other. So let me denote it. Let me denote this with A, B, and C. So that denotation, A, B, and C, are those that what? That study the what? The course only. Are all together? So let us now see. Now, only mathematics. Only mathematics. How did I know only mathematics? Which is A. Don't forget that the summation of this circle must be equal to what? Must be equal to mathematics. So that means let's go. We have this A plus this 12. Check the circle of mathematics. Plus this 14 plus the next 14 must be equal to what? 64, which is the total of the what? Of the mathematics. Now, if you check, we have 12 plus 14. That is equals to what? 26. 26 plus 14. That is equals to what? 40. So we have A plus 40, which is equals to what? 64. So that means our A will now be 64 minus 40. So A will now be equals to what? 24. Now if you check this very well, that shows that A, which is the number of those that study mathematics only, and that's equals to what? 24. Now let's go to the second one. Only, that's our B, only chemistry. Now if you say only chemistry here, which is B, so that means the sum of the circle of this chemistry must be equals to what? The total here. So that means we have B plus the 12 here, then plus 14 plus what? Plus 8. Everything equals what? 94. Then we have B plus 12 plus 14. That's equals to 26. Then 26 plus 8, that's equals to what? 34, which is equals to what? 94. Now if you check this very well, you have this to be B is equals to 94 minus 34, which B is equals to what? We have this to be 60, because 60 plus 34 will give us what? 94. So this is equals to what? 60. That means the total number of those that study chemistry only is equals to what? 60. Then we have only physics. Only physics, which is C. So we have C plus 14 here, then plus 14 here, plus 8, which is equals to what? The total of the physics, which is 58. Then we check this. We have C plus 14 plus 14 is 28. So 28 plus C plus 8 here will be equals to what? 36, which is equals to 58. So that means C will now be 58 minus 36. If you sum this together, we now have this to be 22. So check it very well. 22 plus 36 will give you what? 58. So that means we have this to be what? 22. So that means only mathematics is 24. This side, that's 24. Only chemistry, which is 60. Then only chemistry, which is what? 22. Then if you check very well, then if they now ask, according to the question, they said, find how many are taking only one course, that is only one course. We now have it to be your A, only mathematics, plus B, only chemistry, plus C, only what? Only physics. So which will be equals to, you have this to be 24, plus 60, which is 84, then plus 22. 84 plus 22 will be equals to what? Will be 106. Will be 106. 84 plus 22 will be equals to 106. Now, if you check it very well, this is the total number of students that are taking one, that is only one course. Only one course. Now, I would like you to subscribe, like, and comment. In the comment section, let me know the total number of students. The total number of students in the class. The total number of students in the class. You know, which is our what? Our universal set. And we are not given. The total number of students in the class. This is just the class to simplify the Venn diagram for those that did not know the concept behind the Venn diagram. Then in the next class, under this, the episode, under the Venn diagram, I'll be giving you the shortcut for the CBT question of the set theory. Now, there's a way we deal with the CBT question for the set theory. It has a shortcut formula I'm going to give to you, in which within 2 seconds, you are going to know the answer for any question given to you without passing through all this Venn diagram process. Someone say, let's watch out. So on the comment section, let me know the total number of students that are in the class. God bless you. Thank you very much.